All right. This is a story I've definitely been wanting to get into for the last few days. This is a non-sports story. The videos have gone viral all over the world. It's just definitely buzzing on social media. Got to talk about the Royal Rumble in Montgomery, Alabama that happened this past Saturday. Now, it happened on downtown Montgomery's historic riverfront where there's a lot of tourism. Now, this black dock supervisor had told these three white men that they couldn't keep their boat. Well, their boat couldn't be docked there due to the fact that was for the riverboat that was coming in, and they were illegally parked there. And he constantly kept on asking them to move their boat from the dock so the riverboat could come in and all the tourists on the riverboat can get off. But these three white males became belligerent, arguing with the man, cursing at him, calling him all types of names. Now, at first, it was just one gentleman who looked like he was about in his 20s, but then a few other guys ganged up on him, and then they started just out of nowhere and just suddenly started jumping him and attacking him. So some of his fellow co-workers as well as fellow strangers and left. Can't talk. Well, his co-workers as well as some black strangers saw that the man was in duress, so they came to his aid and basically came to defense of the dock supervisor as he was being attacked wrongfully. And it just turned into the classic Royal Rumble. There were just a lot of people just fighting each other. They were definitely giving a lot of those people that jumped the man that worked. Also, there was a young 16-year-old man that was one of his colleagues who jumped from the riverboat and swam across to help. Also, another gentleman that was about his, say, 50s, picked up a folding chair, wielding it, and hit a few people across the head. And he's been aptly named the chairman. We don't know his real name yet, but he has been aptly named the chairman. And ever since then, the three white men have been arrested. Also, it was just announced tonight that a fourth person has been arrested. And a lot of the black people who were involved, most of them have been released from prison and no charges have been filed. And rightfully so, because those three dudes instigated that whole situation. If they would have complied with the dock supervisor's orders and moved that boat, none of this would have happened. Now, they've been charged with third-degree assault, which I don't agree with because, come on, that man was attacked for no reason. He didn't threaten these people. He didn't put any hands on them. He didn't pull out any weapons. He didn't threaten them at all. They started that whole thing. They just attacked him for doing his job. That should be first-degree assault because they had no reason to jump that man. They had no reason to lay hands on that man. And I'm glad the people that stepped in and helped him also did not get charged because guess what? Especially his colleagues. They came to the defense of a fellow colleague. Now, some of those people have been fired wrongfully so, and they need to sue because they're protected under the Good Samaritan Act. No way they should have lost their job for coming to defense of a fellow colleague that was being wrongfully attacked. And that shows that man's pretty loved by his colleagues for all of them to just come in and ride for him like that. That shows that they definitely have a lot of love for him and he's well liked on that job. But I definitely also think it should be a hate crime charge because there are witnesses, including the captain of the riverboat, said that those guys were yelling F that N-word. So yeah, in a way, this was racially motivated. I know people gonna yell oh, you're pulling the race card, but miss me with that BS. We're going by facts, not feelings on this one. Because let's just say if it would have been the captain who was a white man, if he would have told them to move their boat, I bet my last $5 they would have moved that boat. But they felt since this was a black dude, one, their ego was hurt because he was telling them what to do and giving them orders instead of the other way around, or instead of somebody who looked like them, and they just couldn't handle it. Instead of just complying and moving their boat, they wanted to be a-holes and just attack this man. And also not just being a-holes, they wanted to be cowards on top of that, because it took it was 5 or 6 people jumping on one person. Come on, man. For us who are from the streets, if you gotta jump somebody, that's a punk move, because that shows you can't fight on your own. Excuse me. You can't fight your own battles. You need a group of people to handle your business. But definitely hope the dock supervisor has a speedy recovery. Hope he gets the justice and compensation that he deserves. Excuse me again. But yeah, I had to cover this one because, man, just watching the videos just made me angry, but it also made me happy that there are still people out there who will definitely help out someone in need. And that's what those folks down there did. They helped a man in need. And no way in the world those people should be charged with anything, because they didn't start anything. They were aptly defending themselves. And no one in. So definitely shout out to all the people in Montgomery, Alabama. If y'all watching this live or y'all watch this video, shout out to all of y'all. Definitely did y'all thing. Now I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence at all. But I definitely condone self-defense when it's necessary. Just want to put that out there. I do not condone violence, but I do condone self-defense.
Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUs.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the tables. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.